Welcome to the new topics. Today I would bring you a topic of temperament. We call in Vietnamese sáu pháp tính cách của con người. Before we go to the details of our topic today, we would like to distinguish between the two words. The first word is charita. Charita means intrinsic natures of a person, or temperament is regarding to the insights of human being. According to the Theravada Buddhism, there are totally 6 temperaments. And the second word is charita. In Pali, it means characteristic behaviors or characters. According to a social knowledge, especially how to observe the behaviors of everybody, we call a subject of OB, mean observative behaviors. We can understand people by their appearance or by their show up according to the way they speak, the way they react to other people. And we cannot easily to understand people by their temperaments. But we can understand beings or people by the way they react in society. We call Jariya or characteristics behaviors. According to the data of behavior, we can get right understandings, their deep temperament. So we can understand that for the people temperament, we can present or we can hide, but we cannot. But for the characteristic behaviors of human beings, we cannot hide forever, or we cannot present, we cannot pretend to do that, because it's always show up by our speech, our behaviors when we communicate to other people. So now to come to our main topics today. Actually, there are hundreds and thousands temperatures of human being they could show, or we could collect. But for the Buddha, after his got enlightenment, he summarized only 6 temperaments. And then the Buddha showed 8 temperaments should mix and match with all the methods of meditation practice. So what are they? Please come to the detail. The first one, the first of temperament, in Bali we call Charita. The first one is Raka Charita, mean one lustful temperament. How can we understand these kinds of temperament? You know, the people who enjoy with lustful temperament, they very strong in patience, they were very strong in craving, they were very strong in just desires. And their life is go through the night, the beautiful that bring them the feelings of craving. In the monastic life, the Buddha requests us to control, to observe and to control, and not to follow this. For one of lustful temperament, they can practice the meditations in fear, with the mindfulness of the body, to observe the cough, to read the experience of everything is impermanent, and the dust is of the body is after death. And second, Tosacharit, mean one of hasting temperament. We can observe or we can understand these kinds of people. They always feel angry and they get easily to angry with just other people also. The people with hot temperament too. And these kinds of people, the Buddha suggests to practice the four kinds of loving kindness. Pali we call Brahmavihara, and also can practice to focus on the colors. We have 10 colors objects in the tranquility meditation, or in samatha kamatanas, or 10 colors objects in the body objects, so tranquility meditation. The third, number third, charita, we call moha charita. So people that the owners of moha charita, their life go through the delusions, and they don't know what happened and the happenings. Bali we can translate as ones of deluded temperament. These kinds of people can practice anapanasati, or breathing in and breathing out meditation, or can listening to the Dhamma talk or the Dhamma sermon by Buddhist scholar or by Buddhist monk, or also can stay with their skillful masters. And that these kinds of raka, moha raka, or moha people very need a skillful masters, or need one who experts in the Dhamma to guide them what is wrong and what is right according to the literatures and the ideals of the Buddha teaching. Number 4, sattva charita mean ones of faithful temperament. One who endows with this charita, they like always focus on the belief of their karma, of the results of karma, and they believe in people was born with their own karma, and they also believe in the enlightenment of the Buddha. They also believe in the virtues of the Buddhas, the Dharma and the Sanghas. And these kinds of people can practice the sub-mindfulness retreats. For example, mindfulness of the Buddha, mindfulness of the Dharma, mindfulness of the Sanghas, and so on. These meditations or this mindfulness, this six sub-mindfulness is also the sixth object local at four objects of tranquility meditation too. We call as a sub-subject or a substitute of the 10 anusati. Anu is mean the following, or mean the sub status. It means that, you know, for the mindfulness practice in Theravada Buddhism, in the elders of Buddhism, we already have the four main mindfulness practice, and those are mindfulness of the body, mindfulness of feeling, mindfulness of mind, mindfulness of Dharma or mental object. And besides that, we also have all the 10 substitutes for mindfulness practice. That I just called the last moment mindfulness of the Buddha, mindfulness of the Dharma, and mindfulness of the Sanghas, and so on. So practice. And number 5 of Charita, it is Putti Charita. Putti Charita or Jnana Charita mean ones of intelligent temperament. As you know, these kinds of people are people endowed with ones of intelligent temperatures. Their life is full of wisdom, and they always apply the critical analysis to everything, and also they're very strong in mindfulness, has fullness and wisdom. These kinds of people is suitable to practice Maranasati means meditations on the death, also anu, also upasamanusati, and also chatuthatu, vatan, also ahari patikula sanya. Yes, to include these kinds of people are the people that endure intelligent temperatures. They can practice meditations on the death. As you know, the death is the ends of life. I mean that if one who search for the Dharma, search for understand the world of Dharma, they should reflect on the death. And for the meditations on the death is also considered as the last lessons that we all need to learn, because it's very close to our life. So for example, people are born to death, right? Or even we don't think about the death, but for the death, it's always waiting for us. That is become the natures of this world, and only the intelligent people that never feel fears about the death, because they know they can accept it, and they never scared about it, because they do a lot of wholesome deed when they are alive. And we can say in short that because of their brain, their mind is a kind of putti charita. The last one, vitaka charita, mean one of speculative temperament. These kinds of people their life is focused on thankfulness. Yeah? Their brain is non-stop. They always get up. They always thinking, sometimes become overthinking. So these kinds of people should practice anapanasati. Should practice the breathing in and breathing out meditations. Also can practice to focus on the colors. Focus on kasina and so on. So these it is not the enough topics, but at least you can know the formulas to observe your own temperament, to understand who are you and what kinds of temperament you are below, and also can provide you the right formulas to observe all the temperament according to their characteristic behavior. And you yourself, if you search for the methods to practice meditation, yeah, you can follow this. And also, if other people ask you what kinds of meditations methods that's suitable for their character, for their temperament, yeah, you can give them the right advice to understand their self, and also to know the right methods to practice, to cultivate the meditation, or also to develop their wisdom. Everything regarding to the existing things and also non-existing, the Buddha already said and taught to us. And also just waiting for you to learn and to practice and then to obtain it. Thank you. Namo Buddhaya.